bad upbringing for the baby and everything else like that, right? So basically what she did was she blamed him for everything, right? Like, I killed the baby because of him. And this speaks to greater volumes about a big problem with modern day women where they're not held accountable for their actions. As far as I'm concerned, in the Western world, you can't kill a baby without a woman doing it. Men have zero reproductive rights. Women have all the rights. And even when they make executive decisions on their own, they still have the gall to blame men because we never hold them accountable. Now, this is where the Sister Uber Alice comes in. During the course of that interview, us rashly sounding people might listen to it and be like, this is stupid. Like, you're literally trying to blame him for killing the baby. Like, dude, you're the one that killed the baby. But the person that was interviewing her, what did she do? Instead of saying, well, it's kind of your fault because, you have all the reproductive rights. What does she do? She hugs her, consoles her. It's not your fault. Reinforces that bad behavior, right? And this is what women do. They'll align with each other. They'll reinforce each other, and they'll stand by each other even when they're in the wrong. And I think guys wanting to make money, or shame of wanting to pursue an education, or not having a family, or holding out on having a family till later, or destroying the shame that's associated with older women that are single. That's what it's been. So when women don't hold each other accountable, etc., the reason why they don't do it is because to hold a woman accountable means you have to shame her, and that's every woman's like kryptonite.
And you have to risk shame yourself.
Precisely. It's like if you got two Supermans, right? And one Superman knows that our weakness is kryptonite, but she's exhibiting that weakness right now, and you have it here. You could pull out that kryptonite, but it's going to hurt you too to expose her. So what do they do instead? You know what? No kryptonite. Let's just be idiots. And that's what it comes down to women. Now, shame is still a very effective tool with men because we still get shamed for being losers. Women don't anymore. And I would argue, as society's become more modern, more progressive, we've destroyed these shame institutions that used to be in place to keep women from making bad decisions.
I think that's a good perspective. In the past year, it feels like your focus has shifted.
Most women don't like you guys. They just don't. A majority of women do not like a majority of men. However, a majority of men absolutely like a majority of women. And that creates obviously an imbalance. And I would argue that, back to our discussion earlier with feminism, since most women naturally already don't like most men, with technology, women entering the workforce, education, all this other stuff, them being able to provide for themselves essentially in a modernized society where they don't need men, it makes it even worse for men because now they really don't like you and they don't have to deal with you. It used to be a woman would deal with a guy because she wanted to get married, have kids, or whatever. She needed him. So she would be willing to deal with a more average guy. Now they make their own money and everything else like that. Now they really don't need men. They never liked us that much anyway, right? And I want to be clear here because some people might say, oh, Myron, what do you mean? I am being a bit hyperbolic, but what I'm saying is this. It's not that they necessarily hate you guys, but it's you guys are invisible to them. Girl walks into a CVS, picks up her shit, whatever it may be, goes to the clerk, pays some guy there. She's not going to remember that guy. Matter of fact, she's not going to remember 90% of the men